Yes, 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 it's Monday. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. Live, another Monday here on the production floor. We've got a great show. We're gonna go see Matt Anthony's coach. It's almost done, and Mike and Sue get to come see it at the end of this week. So we're gonna go see it as it's nearing its completion. We're also gonna look in on another remodel, but I wanted to start down here. I feel like I'm yelling. But we are on the production floor. Here we are in the cabinet shop, and actually right behind me you can see our laminate crew. And actually, you know, the CNC machine is over here, something we don't really look at too often. But this is really cool because this is where all of the cabinet parts and a lot of other parts for the coaches get cut on. Very cool. Having a machine with this capabilities, and I worked at a steel company for 11 years prior to my involvement here at Marathon, you can really see how vital this machine and its capabilities are for cutting precise parts for our cabinet shop. One of the most important things of the house build is that cabinetry and really putting together nice laminate. And I mean, it's a bottleneck on our production floor for a reason. We take the time to do it right. And that's one of the things, if you come to Marathon Coburg, you get to see in a tour, because it's really nice to be able to see these things are designed upstairs in engineering. They're cut right there on that CNC machine. They go into an area, they get pulled by a cabinet maker. The cabinet maker assembles it. It actually goes right here with the original drawings, and it sits here and waits to be laminated and or the next step, which might be either laminate, it might be headed over to actually install in the coach. We're headed into service because we're gonna take a look at a few coaches, and we're gonna eventually end up over in the big remodel that we've been following, which is really cool. So as you can see, there's a lot going on here in the service department in Coburg. If you're headed to our Florida or our Texas location, make an appointment. Call those guys, make an appointment, get on the list. Very cool to be able to see a coach lifted. That's actually Coach 805 up in the air getting some work done. So let's head down here. I want to show you a couple of things. We're working already on another floor. Yeah, 1318. Love this paint job. This paint job has been talked about over the last 4 years, not only because of this smoke, pardon the dust, but look at that smoke that's in there. Isn't that cool? But how about this detail? This barbed wire pinstripe. You can see that detail throughout. Coach 1318. Quad slide Jackson Hole floor plan. I think it's on the front door here too. Yeah, look at that. That beautiful paint. Gosh, 1318 is one of those paint jobs that people remember for those details. We're going to go into 1058 in just a second and take a look at that, but I wanted to show you the new floor that we're doing right here in Coach 591. But he is laying out the new floor in 591. And this is really cool to see. We saw it over there in 1058, and now we're seeing it here in 591. And Robert, who's one of our very skilled team members here in service, he's actually headed to a family reunion out in Kentucky. So he's gonna finish up this floor in the next couple days, and then he's out of here. So here's the thing. Landon's working on one of the decks from Matt Anthony's coach on that big remodel that we've been following. One of the things about it is we saw something that they didn't like, an imperfection in the countertop, and they just decided to redo it. And I think that is a testament to Landon's attention to detail, this department's attention to detail. And so, as you could see, he's redoing the entire piece
Can I just say something?
Yes.
As many times as I've been on with Mondays with Mal, I feel like it should be Mondays with Mal and Landon.
There you go. Mondays with Mal and Landon. That's what I'm talking. M&L. That's how we do it. That's right. And I love seeing him do that. They saw something on that piece that they didn't like, and they said, you know what, we need to redo it. And so they're redoing it. Let's go into 1058 and take a look at it. There's a lot of people that have been in it this morning. They probably scattered because they saw us with the camera. But the thing is, at the end of this week, the clients will be in their coach. It'll be completely detailed inside and out. But let's go inside and look at it. Right now, it's a big time mess because we're detailing it. So much is in here. We're actually going to do a finale show, which is going to be pre-recorded, but I wanted you to see it as it sits here today. I'm so excited to see it completed, washed in and out, and ready for the owners. And I know that Jamie from our design team will be in here probably Wednesday. Wednesday, doing finishing the decor, and then we'll come in and be able to do a really cool video. But this coach is almost ready to go for an exterior wash. I think they're trying to get it in the wash rack probably later today. I really like the choice of that carpet that they used. These coaches from this era with that big, I'm going to actually slip my socks off. I'm going to slip my shoes off. I'm leaving my socks on. But how much room is in the rear closet of 1058? Sorry, it's so dark. I think Michelle's going to probably try and find the light on me. But there's so much room in the rear closet. A lot of people talk about storage and everything, but these double slide X's from this era, just great builds. That's the power of the Prevost chassis, and the power of a Marathon build is that we have the ability to remodel this coach and give it a whole new life. I think this coach is 17, 18 years old, and now, I mean, there's elements of this coach that make it look like a brand new X. And I love the fact that we did this remodel for this client. It's so cool. That shower. I can't wait for the finale show when everything is clean and everything is out and the whole coach is decored. I'm really excited for Mike and Sue to see these new seats, the new decks here. Here's that deck right here that Landon was just working on. Getting everything right, you guys. This coach was originally built in this building, and some of the same guys are working on it today on a remodel. That's so cool. We're gonna boogie down this way, move from service onto the main production floor, and just take a peek over there at what's going on. I was talking with Chris Welch from our service department. He was out in his fifth wheel trailer, but you know, to be able to get out with your family and enjoy it, RVing, camping, whatever you're doing, whether you're, you know, out in a really nice tent that you got at REI, or a 12-foot camper like my family had when I was a kid, or, you know, a 36-foot RV, or quite frankly, the nicest coach ever built. And being part of the RV industry is really something cool. And to be able to walk these halls and walk around and all the people that build these coaches, and you can see everybody here, we are building arguably the nicest RV in the history of the RV industry right here in Oregon, and that's really something to say. And so it never gets old to come down here every Monday to be able to show you guys what's going on. It's my honor to bring you this show every Monday. Be yourself and do good things. I'm gonna get out of here. We got work to be done, and I'm sure you do too. So 2 fingers times 2, I'm out.